on the back straightaway. The pace car continues about 6 or 8 car lengths out in front of the field. There you go on board with the pace car. Bob Dillner's in the pits as well.
A big question tonight will be how many pit stops these teams will make. One stop we've seen a lot during these races this year. I don't think it'll be just one stop, up to 3 and 4 tonight.
Well, they look good coming off 4. They're waiting for a green flag, and they get it. We're racing in Nashville, and Joey Clanton's going to make a move to the outside, right through the high banks.
Joey Clanton got a great drive as they got the green flag. Both of them are side by side as we watch them come down the back straightaway into turn 3. Butch Miller has about a half a car length lead. But back in the pack, you can see a lot of racing going on here. And I wouldn't like that visibility myself.
No, Greg Stewart right there tucking into 3rd position. We're on board with Mike Garvey, who now dips down to the inside of the 33 car as they come onto the back straightaway for the 2nd time of 300 trips around in this event.
Butch Miller is not up to full song right now. He's getting passed by Stewart there as they came off the corner. Something seems to be just a little bit wrong with Butch Miller's car.
Miller was the leader of record after the first lap, but Joey Clanton and Greg Stewart are coming through there. Also, Garvey is coming right along as they move down the back straightaway. It is Stewart in front, followed by Miller and Garvey. There is Joey Clanton out in front, so 2 of them have gotten by Butch Miller, and maybe he's settled in, I don't know, buddy, but he gave up 2 spaces before he could. And I'll tell you what, Joey Clanton is on the move. He's starting to check out.
Well, as you say that, I'm watching Butch Miller now. He's settled into a good race speed, so maybe he just said, let these guys go out there. I'm not after the carrot yet.
And Mike Garvey now making a move on Stewart down to the inside. That is a battle for 2nd position in the event. Joey Clanton, then Stewart, then Garvey, then Miller, who has been shuffled back to 4th, and Garvey may have him on the inside.
Mike Garvey there picks up the throttle. The car jumps a little bit sideways as he tries to get good forward bite off the corner. Side by side as he head down in turn 3, and as you can well see, the outside line is not a handicap here. Seems to be very good late in the race here.
A lot of people prefer the 2nd lane up. Garvey in the Tecumseh Chevrolet gets down through on the inside against the screaming Eagle Motorsports Pontiac of Greg Stewart, who came from 4th grid spot, his best starting position of this season. And already they're picking up a bit of lap traffic. That's number 90, Herb Eddy from Granger, Indiana, a first-time runner, as they've gotten around on him already. On 3 separate occasions in his career, he's won a race here. One was an ASA points event. A couple others were different kinds of races in these kinds of cars, but they weren't for points. But 3 races on any given track is not too bad.
Not too bad at all, especially here at Nashville. It's a racetrack that so many great drivers have moved into Western Cup, Busch Grand National, but it's a great racetrack for short track racing.
And we go on board with Mike Garvey down the back straightaway. That's Joey Clanton just in front of him as they swing by some of the lap traffic, picking up traffic as the field has been spread out considerably. And the front straightaway with 17 laps of record now, all of it under green. So a terrific start here at Nashville Speedway USA in round number 8 of the 2001 ASA ACDelco Racing Series. And this is getting a little closer as Garvey has an idea, perhaps, down to the inside. Just looking at Joey Clanton's car, it stepped out just a little bit. The back of the car jumped sideways, and Garvey putting a lot of heat on him as they head out of turn 2. Into turn 4. Still in single file. Look at the different lines down the track there from all those cars. Too low, too high. Clanton takes the high line out of the corner. Yeah, I think he woke Clanton up. Clanton was just riding along there, and he started putting a lot of heat on him on the bottom side, and he just picked it up about 2 car lengths down one straightaway. As we dip down into turn number 1 and pick up Mike Eddy, he has Mike Garvey right on his hip. This is not a battle for position. No, it's not, and somebody is closing in on the 1 car as we ride off turn 2 with him down the back straightaway. And believe me, the visibility, we're picking up a lot of lights there because that windshield gets a little bit of a mist on it. But look at Scott Hansen. He's moved into 3rd by Butch Miller now. Scott Hansen marching quickly forward as we work leader lap number 65 of the event. You can see the yellow machine of Joey Clanton off in the distance there as we watch the action ahead through the lights and into turn number 1. From on board with Mike Garvey, there is 1 bit of traffic in between 1st and 2nd place on the racetrack at the moment as they move into the north end of the course. This is what it looked like just moments ago. The undercarriage of Mike Garvey's car, Buddy Baker. He's got big trouble.
He has big problems. You're right about that. The right front completely pushed back all the way into the firewall. I don't know what happened to the car, but going into the corner, it veered off and went right up into the outside wall.
Let's go to Bob Dillner.
Well, guys, they were very nervous that something like this was going to happen. I had just spoken to crew chief Bonsus, who is underneath the hood looking at the right front suspension, and they said they knew they had a right front tire problem on that car. The car was slowing down a bit. The crew is going to work to see if they can get that car back out there. But, guys, it looks like he took a pretty hard shot.
Well, he went straight to the wall when it got away from him, Buddy Baker, and he whacked it pretty good.
Yeah, and the bad part, they can replace the parts, but getting it all lined up and even having a car, he's losing valuable time right now and working on it to get it back in the race.
Take a look at it.
You can see right there, it just veered off and went straight up into the wall. A lot of damage to the right front corner of Mike Garvey's car.
So we'll wait for a verdict on his situation, and I will mention to you that in there, well, there we look at it one more time, and that was a little more graphic look at how hard he hit.
Wow, I'm telling you what, that was a major hit. Down into turn one, right on the bottom, he drifts up just a little bit. Right along here, you can see no control, hard into the outside wall. Whatever the problem was, it started in the center part of the corner. It just went straight up.
And that's a huge event in terms of Garvey's championship hopes, at least at this point of the season. He came here in second in the points. He may fall back. Bob Dillner?
Mike Garvey looked like there was no warning on that one.
No, it just we must have cut something, one of the wrecks off the tube over there or something. The tire just went down instantly, and bam, we just banked it off the wall. I'll tell you, it's a shame because to come to my car, we're a lot better than we were showing. We were trying to take it easy to make sure we didn't have no tire problems and we're racing at the end. And let's get it next week at I-70.
Guys, you can see the disappointment written all over his face. He's a four-time winner in various divisions here at Nashville.
Ford, the Win Chevrolet coming on. It looks like he doesn't have it yet, but as he comes off the corner, very likely the lead is going to change right about now. Of course, a half a track from here, it will become official. Stevens is still the race leader on the scoreboard.
Well, Gary St. Amant needs to get out there right now and run this racetrack in fresh air and try to build up a little cushion because there are cars out there with fresher tires on them. So he needs to get out there and build up a good lead because the others are fighting lap traffic at the moment.
Fourth car in that serial is B.J. McLeod in number 22, and Gary St. Amant, by leading a lap, which he has now done, is the sixth driver in ASA history to surpass 6,000 laps led in a career. A nice tiny number, if you ask me.
Tidy, I guess. 6,000 laps, let me tell you, in any racing division, that's big.
There they come. There's Stevens. There's Johnson. The fourth car in that group is not in contention. Fourth place in the race is not in the frame just yet. That is Johnny Sauter, who's just ahead of Joey Clanton. There you see the blue car in the middle of the corner. Also Clanton in the middle of the corner. Then Butch Miller. Now this is likely to close down a little bit. Those folks have been into the pits. St. Amant and Stevens at the front have not. Neither is Johnson. Now Ross Tuttle is right there on the hip of Robbie Pyle. Tuttle running in the 13th position, trying to pick up another spot off the field. Bob Dillner.
Interesting situation on the number 52 for Butch Miller. He's been falling back, guys. I wondered what's going on with the car. Well, just like in the beginning of the race, he's pacing himself, and this is the reason why.
Bobby, let me break in here because we got to fight for the lead at the front. It is Sauter just underneath Gary St. Amant. Is he going to take over the point, Buddy Baker? He's got a nose on him, or he did have.
Fresher tires seem to be better, but I will tell you, Gary St. Amant will make him earn it. Right now, he's not letting him just move up on him as they come off the corner there. Sauter a little quicker, though.
So he gets by, it looks like, and Johnny Sauter moves to the point by a car length now. So when he gets through there, it takes a while to do it sometimes, but once he gets the advantage, he makes it stick. You know, you look at his season, fourth in the season opener where he won pole, then 30th, 37th, 17th, and then 1-3-1 the last three races. He has caught fire.
He has that, and I tell you what, he's got a great team. He took over this car from his brother Tim, and he's just done a great job with it.
Took a little time to find his stride, but man, he is the class of the field lately. Take a look at the standings. We're in Nashville. We'll be back. It is the Luxaire 300. Stay with us.